All right, what's going on, big dogs? So I'm sure everybody here will know who Kai Cenat is. If not, he is the biggest streamer in the world currently and has basically taken over the streaming world the past couple of years. He has over 600,000 subscribers on Twitch now, which, by the way, if you haven't, you should definitely come check me out on my Twitch, linked down below. But Kai is basically responsible for making IRL streaming into a live TV show at this point. His streams are absolutely massive, and they've become even bigger when he does his infamous Mafiathon streams. And this year he has been back doing his Mafiathon 2, which, by the way, is just an absolutely massive subathon that he's now put on the last 2 years, and these are huge. He has a ton of people working basically around the clock to make this happen. This is nothing what streaming used to be. If you remember, streaming used to just be a guy sitting in front of a computer talking to his audience or playing some video games, but now he's got teams of cameramen all over the place, and every day he does something bigger and more wild than the day before, which bigger isn't always better, which we'll find out soon. Tons of celebrities have come on to show their support or just make a wild appearance. He's had on people like Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Serena Williams, Chris Brown, and a plethora of other big name celebrities and musicians, mainly rappers, but there have been other musicians on there. Basically, this is the biggest streaming event of all time currently, and for the most part has went on without any controversy or dumb stunt. And I say mostly because just the other day, Kai and his crew, and I'm just going to come out and say it, but Kai and his crew hung a man live on stream. And this is no joke. You heard what I said. Kai hung a man, and I mean that literally. He presses the button that leads up to this, or pulls the rope that leads to this.
But if you die, what happens? I go to jail.
I want to see this. I'm gonna look at you, Kai.
I'm just doing that.
What you gonna do?
Any money more catch take a bite. So if you want to let it go, my mom told me to pick this one. We outside in the basketball court right now with Max Major. I don't know what the fuck to do right now, so I'm gonna just randomly pick this one. I can't do this shit. You gotta win. You ready?
He nervous too. He shaking.
10, 9,
What?
8.
I'm never on blood.
Report a card. I mean, report a stream.
3, 2, 1. Oh! No! No, put the camera down, don't show it, don't.
What the fuck?
Nigga, what the fuck? Wait, no.
Oh my God.
No. I might get banned.
Oh, my heart hurts. Oh my God.
Yo, what? Nigga, I might get banned.
So it's important to note that if you couldn't tell, and he does say this live on stream before the stunt actually goes off, but the guy who is hung is actually a professional magician. He does this shit for a living, so don't do this shit at home, please, guys. But personally, after watching this a few times, I have a feeling that this whole situation is just staged, and I have more evidence, I guess, or proof, at least in my eyes, later on in the video, but let's just break this down quick. So Kai, again, knowing what is going to happen, pulls the lever anyway. And the guy goes up, and the first thing he says is to put the camera down so he doesn't get banned. He's even later says he's worried about getting banned over this, which would obviously ruin his subathon. This would absolutely crush his stream, and there'd be probably no coming back from this if this was real. They spend the whole time worried about the stream more than the guy who the medics just ran over to make sure he's not dead. I guess personally, I would be more concerned that I might have just killed a man over if I thought my stream was going to be taken down, but maybe that's just me. Not only that, like, I think Kai does a good job here, but just the reactions from his crew seem really fake or forced. Like the one guy, he did crack me up when he said, "Yo, that's not magic," which is true. He's not doing magic. He's doing a stunt, I guess, if you want to be precise about this. But this isn't a cool magic trick. This is more of like a Chris Angel style, you know, the big death-defying stunt. I'm pretty sure that guy would like throw himself into wood chippers and like do crazy, just nonstop death-defying stunts. It was wild. I used to watch some of his videos when I was younger. I think everybody goes through that weird watching magicians phase, but it's always cool to see him, especially people like the magician he had on, his name escapes me, but he was like on America's Got Talent and stuff like that. And those guys are always interesting to watch, at least. But I suppose, you know, they do these death-defying stunts just to, you know, shock everyone or just leave them with minor trauma at the very worst. But the other thing that just throws this off for me, and I cut it off, but the medical staff and like the crew for this magician, like try for a few minutes, and it's just constant for a couple minutes there, where Kai and his crew are being told by the staff that they just need to go back inside, and they keep on pushing them back like into the house that he's renting right now. And like, I know for medical situations, they try to clear out the area and try to keep people away, but Kai and his team didn't like rush the scene or the guy or even really cause a scene for that matter. They kind of just stood there and worried about what was going to happen to the stream, and they didn't exactly seem stunned at what just happened. They were kind of just like, oh my God, what's going on? This isn't magic. It just seems really forced. And also, as someone who used to work in the medical field, this just seemed really weird. Like, I figured they wouldn't have these people getting shoved back so profusely. And I'm pretty sure they had one of the medical staff go over there to help push them back. I feel like all the people would be hands on deck for that, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I just don't think so. But anyways, after a few minutes, they were all finally talking to going back inside, only for Kai to find a sticky note on his computer monitor, and the big reveal finally happens.
There's a sticky note. There's a sticky note on my desktop. There's a sticky note on my desktop. It says, watch me from Max. Wait. Yo. Hold up. Why is you? Nah, he playing, bro. It says, give me the link. Hold on.
Bro, that shit not cool. What happened? What, he be pranking people like this?
No, he never pranked me ever.
If you're watching this, that means that something has gone terribly wrong. But what you don't know is that was all according to my plan. You wanted to see me fail. And I thought tonight I'd give you exactly what you asked for.
Nigga,
you see, you thought the game was for me to influence you to make the right choice. Well, all along, I planned to influence you to make the wrong choice. And I knew you'd pick the red handle. You see,
but nah, he's saying before you even point out, he's saying you pick a red.
even when it feels like you're playing a game of chance, you have to remember who you're playing against.
He already made
I
the video,
decide
girl.
who wins or loses.
So Kai sees a note on his screen. Everyone runs in and acts all surprised, or I guess only a couple people run in, but everyone acts all surprised, poorly, I might add. And Kai ends up looking up a linked YouTube video for the magician to reveal it's all a big prank, which is just another reason I find this really hard to believe. Like, I just can't buy it that not only would this guy pull off what would be prank of the year, but just so happens to do it on the biggest live stream ever. Like, there are hundreds of thousands of people watching this, and if it wasn't planned or staged, I have a feeling that Kai would not have done it then. Like, I feel if this was real, the reactions would have been more concerning, and they would have freaked out more, and maybe actually worried about how Kai might have just literally killed a person live for everybody to see. I'd be very surprised to find out that this wasn't planned, just with how big this stream is and how many people like are trying to bring this to life with the massive amount of crew he has, and I'm sure the insane scheduling that is going on behind the scenes that we just don't see. I just find this hard to believe this wasn't planned, at least in some form. And after they watch this clip, they basically just kind of move on with the stream. All the magic stuff kind of just comes to an abrupt end, and they go on with their day, basically doing nothing overly interesting, but, you know, continuing the Mafia-thon. But I just kind of find this hard to believe. A lot of reactions were just off to me. This guy is a professional. Kai is also a professional in the streaming world. Again, he has evolved it into what it is today, basically. And he is just king of Twitch at this point. Like I said, he hit over 600,000 subs. I'm pretty sure at this point he's probably close to, you know, 6.5, 700,000. Like, it's ridiculous. I think the last I checked, he was at like 630-some thousand subscribers, which is absolutely wild. But hats off to him. This isn't anything that overly bothers me, I guess. Like, I think it's planned. I think it's staged. But even if it wasn't, I'm not going to, you know, freak out or ask for him to be completely terminated. He's come out plenty of times and said that his streams are not for kids. Don't let your kids watch his stream. That's not who it's for. So I think if you're letting your child watch this and you see something like that, that's on you. So I think people are dumb for trying to come at him for that. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think down below. This is not a hit piece on Kai, I should say. Like, I enjoy his streams. I watch them, and I'm not going to be doing like a Kai Cenat exposed video here. I just thought this was like a wild situation. A lot of people are talking about it, and I wanted to just give my thoughts. But let me know what you think, if this is real, or if you side with me, or even if you have some other theory. Just leave them down below, and I'll read them over and leave comments back, hearts, likes, everything. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. Come check me out on all my socials, which will be linked down below in the description. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video, and until the next video, guys, Godspeed.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.